Morning traders, and this is your Aussie day trade setup for today. So we're going to start off with a 3-hour chart here, and only reason for that is we have a bit of a sort of a spike in channel, a spike down, and then up and into a channel. So this is pretty much looking like a flag to me. So we've had a very, very strong move to the downside. We're now busy consolidating. That consolidating has been quite vicious. A lot of volatility here, and for the majority of the week we've actually gone pretty much nowhere, just sort of really gone sideways at the moment. If I look at the Dax and the Dow, we also have flags on both of those charts at the moment, and it leads me to believe that we're probably probably not over. I think the other thing is that South Africa's found its first coronavirus case as well, and happens to be people flying into the country from Italy. So the probability of more than one being infected is pretty high at the moment, and we're going to have to wait and see how South Africa can deal with it. But if we just switch down to the hour, and we probably just want to have a little bit more zoom in on this. You can see we were pretty much in an upward trend, and at the close we basically bounced off the bottom here and have rejected the moving averages right now. Now, if we just start using horizontal lines here, we can also sort of take the view that we have a bit of a range here. We've had a fake out here and we've had a fake out there. So for me at the moment, looking for shorts, I suspect we're going to get a gap down, and that gap down is probably going to tag the bottom here. Let's measure how far this is. It's more than likely far enough. Not really. Okay, so I suspect we're going to get a gap down into somewhere into the zone here, and then this gap is going to be a magnet, and the gap below it is going to be a magnet, and that's pretty much what I'm looking at the moment. And you could argue that there is a sort of a hidden shoulders. There's a triple shoulder here on the left, there's a head, and there's another shoulder forming here. So I'm looking for shorts. I'm not looking for to jump in on the get-go. I'd wait for the rally or the pullback, and then look for structure, and then get in on that short. If we look at our good friend Tencent at the moment, that's down 2%. The US futures is down 1%. Plus, they were down. Dow was down 3.5% last night. The S&P was down 3%, and the one that we need to worry about, which is the Nasdaq. Nasdaq was down 2.6% and currently down 0.8%. So the only thing that may prop a market up is the Rand, which is sitting at 15.69, which has again had a pretty big squirt to the upside after yesterday. So, but yeah, personally I think this thing is still a long way from done, and we have some pretty decent targets to the downside. So we've got 1,000 points there, and that green bar is a nonsense data, so there's 2,300 points there. Okay, so there's a good 2,000 points on offer. It could happen today, but it could also just sort of target that first gap and then fizzle out a little bit, and then we'll pick up the second gap over the weekend. Not that I want to hold this over the weekend. Okay, so quick summary is just using, for me at the moment, I'm using the half hour on most of the charts, is looking for structure on the half hour, and I can see there I do have a break. So that would be an entry just below that tail. Not going to get that one. So we're probably going to have a gap down somewhere down here, and we're going to have to find some support hopefully here. I hope we don't gap all the way down onto the gap, because that would be a bit frustrating. So we want to see some sort of support, a move up. and then an opportunity to get short again. Okay, wide stops is going to be the order of the day. So if you can't handle 400 or 500 point stop losses on this, then don't bother trading it. Okay, anyway, that's it for me today. Expecting the gap down, waiting for the rally or pullback, then watching the structure and take my opportunities in. If you're clever on the structure, you can get decent entries. If you look at this here, this range bar here, so a break below it would put me in, and that would give me a 250 point stop loss. So much better stop loss, but you need to be taking profit as often as possible as well, and not try to get greedy. Okay, here we go. That's it for me today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.